Hello, I'm Watus Cooper. I'm the owner of Unfair Advantage Performance, and Marissa asked me to address an issue for you guys today. So, one of the key things you have with tennis is levels of energy. Before a match, after you're in between matches, what are you gonna do to maintain that energy level? And I always go back to one fail safe is sugar. Your body runs on sugar. You need sugar. Sugar is not the enemy. It is actually your friend, especially between matches, between games, and you're trying to find something that's not too heavy, that's not gonna sit on you. What type of sugar do you need? I like to go all natural, so something like dates, small fruits. Honey is a great source. Honey is 100% all natural, organic honey. Don't get that fake stuff. Get something that's raw, your body can process, receive, utilize right now as you go into your next match and continue on the rest of your day. So, key ingredient is sugar. Raw, natural if you can, from a fruit or from honey. That's all I got.
Ooh. Can I ask you a couple more questions?
Hit me!
Okay. Let's say that I am playing a match and I'm actually during the match. What type of energy supplements or what could I have on the court? Something that I could maybe drink or intake. What's your favorite? What do you do?
Ooh, that's a really hard one. I think
maybe
that
you told me do honey sticks once.
Honey sticks are good, but on the court, so what I like to have in the water is electrolytes. What are electrolytes? Those are the things that help your body function. So it's really hard. There's a number of different products out there, but the key thing with any product is make sure the ingredient list is small. You want enzymes, you want amino acids, electrolytes, maybe some salt, and that's it.
That's a good
Done deal.
And then you mentioned to me all the time about enzymes, and I think a lot of players, they don't really know what enzymes are. I mean, personally, I don't know what enzymes are all the time, and I don't know what their purpose is, when to take them, why I would take them. So can you explain a little bit about enzymes? Because I know you always talk about those.
Enzymes. So your body, you always heard the thing that says, you are what you eat. That is false. The true statement is you are what you process. And enzymes will help you process your food. So enzymes are present in anything that's raw or that has not been cooked over 118 degrees. What that means is bananas, apples, oranges, they're raw, they break down. There's enzymes inside them, they turn brown because of the enzymes. If you cook it, like a cheeseburger or a chicken or a salmon, it no longer has the ability to break itself down, and you're responsible for breaking that down. How do you do that? You have your own enzymes. Well, if you don't have enough of a certain type of enzyme, because there's different categories of enzyme for fat, protein, carbs, sugar, dairy. All of these enzymes help you break down foods. So if you add enzymes into your diet as you're eating, before a game, after a game, throughout the day, enzymes are gonna help you process and utilize whatever it is you ate. The whole reason why you ate was to have energy. So it goes back to having energy on the court and after a match, between matches. Are you processing your food? Because if it's not turning into energy for you, if you eat food and go to sleep, or if you eat food and get sluggish, key indication that you're not breaking down your food and you need more enzymes.
Ooh, do you think you should take enzymes maybe 30 minutes? Let's say I'm in between a match and I know I have to eat something. Let's say it's lunchtime. I know I gotta eat something for lunch. Is it a good idea to take those enzymes with my lunch?
Absolutely.
Okay. And
yes.
Then about how long should you eat before you go back into aggressive tournament play?
15 to 20 minutes.
That's it?
If you have enzymes and your body's processing the food, so 15 to 20 minutes before or after you eat, if you put enzymes into your stomach and you are now eating your food, it should be completely processed within no more than 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. So maybe just make sure you're finished eating 30 minutes before a match.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's something that's also kind of trivial, kind of a personal thing. If you think you can eat and go right in, everybody's different. Some people have a personal preference to not eat before they go. Not advised. You're gonna need some food, you're gonna need energy. Definitely wanna have some food in your stomach. A lot of times people don't eat before a match or before competition because they get nervous or they feel like it makes them heavy. That's you're not processing your food. So give yourself that time. If it's 30 minutes, maybe even an hour if you can spare it, to make sure you get what you need.
Okay, I got one more question for you.
All right.
Possibly two. But for people like me that work out all day, or let's say somebody that doesn't normally work out all day goes into a tournament and they are stuck they're playing singles and doubles and they gotta play 3 matches a day or something crazy. And sometimes even I play 4 matches a day. What I struggle with is finding the time to eat and actually feeling like I want to eat, because I know that I am burning way more calories than I'm intaking, and it's tough for a player to go through a tournament day, like, okay, making sure they have enough nutrients for that energy. So if that's a case for many players that are constantly playing, and I think you mentioned it to me before, how if you don't eat, your body goes into reserves or something crazy like that, which is something you don't want to happen. I guess, can you go a little more in depth on what a player can do, like on a daily basis, if that's the way they live their life, always working out, or even if they just go to a tournament and they don't feel like eating because they're working out all day, but they need to eat, like what can they do about that?
I think the biggest thing when somebody's trying to consider energy levels and energy storages, you have to look at it in the grand scheme of things, as it's not just one event, it's not just one day. I always tell my athletes that fueling and hydration for tomorrow starts today. So knowing that I have a competition coming up, or knowing that I have a long tournament coming up, the preparation for that cannot be the day of or even the day before. It's usually going to be 3 to 5 days before that event actually happens. We want to be able to have your body elevating and kind of progressively getting to the point where it has those bank accounts, those storage bank accounts of resources to pull from during competition. And there's going to be some times where you're going to spend it really quick, and that's where we go back to replenishing while you're on the court with something that's quick and easy, of the honey or the all-natural sugars. It's something that's going to give you that energy right back. But if you're down and it's done, once somebody's dehydrated, giving them water doesn't now rehydrate them. They're dehydrated because of the day before, and maybe even the day before that led up to that dehydration. So to now just pour water into a dehydrated situation, or energy into a situation that no longer has energy, you're behind the ball. We have to start doing more preparation. So it starts tomorrow. Everything that I want to get for today started yesterday. Everything that I'm going to do for tomorrow starts right now, and so on and so forth. And we build from there.
Okay, awesome. Well, that's all my questions. Do you have any closing comments for our awesome tennis players, or you just signing out?
I'm signing out.
All right.
Keep it unfair. Don't make it easy for your opponents. Don't make it, never, ever, 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 ever try to play on somebody else's level. You want to try to find your unfair advantage. Whatever you're good at, whatever you're best at, do that. Do it immediately and take control of the match every single time.
Awesome. All right.
Bye, y'all.